Welcome to Vidai. This video is brought to you by Exams Vidai. Exams Vidai. Everything is possible. Exams Vidai is non-profit initiative by students of IIIT DM Kanchipuram to give free coaching and resources to the students preparing for national level competitive exams like NTSC and NMMS. Today we're going to discuss a topic named changes around us. It's just a small topic. You can understand it easily. Main two contents. Firstly, we're going to discuss what is chemical change, then factors determining chemical changes, and finally, effects of chemical changes. Before getting into the chapter, just think of, do you observe any changes in your daily life? If yes, what changes do you observe in your daily life? Starting from wake up in the morning to sleeping at night, many changes takes place in our daily life. What changes do you observe? Just think of. Some common changes around us which takes place in our daily life are day changes to night and night changes to day, melting of ice, ripening of fruits, milk changes to curd, and also boiling of water. If we observe in kitchen, chopping of vegetables and cooking of food. If we observe in garden, growth of plants, and also sharpening of knife, cutting of hair, and also growth of height in us, and also dissolving of sugar in coffee, and many changes takes place in our daily life. Basically, these changes are classified into various types based on different factors. They are classified as physical change, chemical change, fast change, slow change, reversible, irreversible, natural, man-made, periodic, and non-periodic. In this chapter, we're going to discuss about the change where they are classified based on physical and chemical properties. The changes are classified as physical change, chemical change. Physical change. It affects only the physical properties of matter like shape, size. Whereas chemical change affects both physical and chemical properties, including chemical composition too. Most of the physical changes are temporary, whereas most of the chemical changes are permanent. Here I am making sure that not all physical changes are temporary. Most of them are temporary. There might be a physical change which is permanent too. Same applies to the chemical change. There might be a chemical change which is temporary too. You just remember it. Then coming to physical change. In physical change, no new substance is formed. Whereas in chemical change, one or more new substance is formed. Getting deeper into chemical change. The change in which new substance is formed is called chemical change. The starting substances of the chemical reaction are called reactants, whereas the final substances are called products. Here you can observe in the figures. Element 1 and element 2 are the starting substances. These are called reactants. The final substance which is formed is called product, and the element 3 is product. Here the change is permanent and there is a change in chemical composition too. Yeah, there is a chemical reaction takes place and there is a change in chemical composition too. As we discussed earlier, in chemical change both there is a change in physical and chemical properties. Here you can observe the physical change of color. Initially element 1 is red and element 2 is green, whereas the product formed is blue. There is a physical change and there is a change in chemical compound formed in it. Let us do some activity to understand it better. Here are some changes listed out. Classify whether they are physical change or chemical change based on the above points which we discussed earlier. Just pause the video and try it. Coming to melting of ice. In melting of ice, there is a change in physical state of water. So it's a physical change. Then coming to rusting of iron. In rusting of iron, here iron reacts with water to form some ferrous oxide. So new substance is formed. It's a chemical change. Coming to ripening of fruits. In ripening of fruits, there is a change in chemical composition takes place. So it's a chemical change. Coming to spoilage of food. In spoilage of food, microbes break down the food into some new substances. New substance is formed. So it's a chemical change. Then coming to burning of food. In burning of food, new substance is formed. So it's a chemical change. Then coming to sharpening of pencil. In sharpening of pencil, the physical shape of pencil is changed, whereas the chemical change of pencil doesn't change. So it's a physical change. Bursting of cracker. Some chemical reaction takes place and new substance is formed. So it's a chemical change. Let us see some more examples to understand more about physical and chemical changes. Physical changes. Here crushing of can. In crushing of can, physical shape of can is changed. So it's a physical change. Melting of ice. In melting of ice, physical state of water is changed. Physical change. Boiling of water, same physical change is physical state of water is changed, so it's a physical change. Then mixing of sand and water. Here, no change in chemical composition and no new substance is formed, so it's physical change. Breaking of glass. In breaking of glass, the physical shape of glass is changed. There is no change in chemical composition of glass, only shape is changed, so it's a physical change. Dissolving of sugar in water. Here, new substance is formed, so it's a physical change. Shading of paper. Here only physical shape is changed, so it's a physical change. Chopping of wood, same shape is changed, physical change. Green and red marbles mixing, and mixing no new substance is formed, so it's a physical change. Sublimation of dry ice. In sublimation of dry ice, no new substance is formed, only physical state is changed, so it's a physical change. As I said earlier, there are most of the physical changes are temporary, not all changes. Here you can observe melting of ice and boiling of water are temporary changes which are reversible, whereas chopping of wood is a permanent change which cannot be reversed. So most of the physical changes are temporary, not all. Then coming to chemical changes. Let us see some more examples of chemical changes. Rusting of iron. In rusting of iron, new substance is formed, so it's a chemical change. Burning of wood, same. New substance is formed, chemical change. In metabolism, some chemical reactions takes place. Food converts to energy, so it's a chemical change. Coming to cooking of an egg. In cooking of an egg, changing some chemical composition takes place, so it's a chemical change. Yeah, cooking of egg or cooking of food is a chemical change, whereas chopping of vegetables is a physical change. Then coming to baking of cake, some chemical composition inside takes place, so it's a chemical change. In electroplating, new substances is formed, so it's a chemical change. Rotting of banana, chemical change we discussed earlier. And vinegar and baking soda mixture, some new substances is formed, a chemical reaction takes place between them, so it's a chemical change. Fireworks, some chemical reaction takes place to give lights, so it's some new substance is formed, so it's a chemical change. In chemical battery, same new substance is formed, so it's a chemical change. Factors determining chemical changes. Chemical changes do not occur at all conditions. There are some specific conditions required to take place a chemical change. Those are contact in physical states, solution of reactants, electricity, heat, light, and catalyst. Contact in physical states. When two or more things come in contact in their physical states, then a chemical reaction takes place. Some of them are: when matchstick is rubbed with matchbox, chemical reaction takes place. Here the head of the matchstick contains potassium chloride and the side of the box contains red phosphorus. These two come in contact in their physical states, a chemical reaction takes place. This is what contact in physical states mean. When wood comes in contact with fire, it burns with the help of oxygen and forms CO2. Here they both come in contact in physical states, so chemical reaction takes place. Solution of reactants. Some chemical reaction takes place only in solution. If they are mixed in solid, no reaction takes place. When we mix same reactants in solution state, reaction takes place. Let us see some example. Silver nitrate solution reacts with sodium chloride to form precipitate. Initially, if we take sodium chloride in some test tube and add silver nitrate to it, no reaction takes place. As they are in solid state, no reaction takes place. If we take the same reactant in two different individual test tube and add water to them and then mix them, then a white silver chloride precipitate and sodium nitrate is formed. This is what means some chemical reaction takes place only in their solution states. Electricity. Some chemical reaction takes place only when there is a passage of electricity. Let us see some example. When electricity is passed through water, which contains small amount of sulfuric acid, hydrogen and oxygen are liberated. Here you can observe in the figure, when electricity is passed through the water dissociates into hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen is deposited over negative and oxygen is deposited over positive pole, here, which is clearly visible in the form of bubbles. We call these type of reactions as electrochemical reactions. Here, in order to take place a chemical reaction, electricity is passed through it. Then coming to heat. Some chemical reaction takes place only in the presence of heat. Yeah, there are some reactions which takes place only in the presence of heat. Some of them which we see are while cooking of food in kitchen. Here some heat is given to takes place a chemical reaction and form cooked food. And also while burning of paper, we need to initially give some heat to takes place a chemical reaction and the paper burns while paper burns. And these type of reactions where we give heat to takes place a chemical reaction are called as thermochemical reactions. Coming to light. Some chemical reaction takes place in the presence of light. We call those reactions as photochemical reactions. Some of them in our daily life are light from sun is used by plants to prepare starch from CO2 and water called photosynthesis. Here light is used to prepare starch and CO2. Here photo means light and synthesis means produce. Here we can see a chemical reaction takes place to produce starch in the presence of light. So means light is required here to takes place a chemical reaction. Then coming to catalyst. Some chemical reaction takes place in the presence of catalyst. Here catalyst is a substance which speeds up the reaction. Some of them are in ammonia formation, metallic iron is used as catalyst, and in GIF preparation, nickel is used as catalyst. Usually some reaction takes place very slow. We see many reactions, some reactions will takes place very slow. If we add some small amount of catalyst to it, it speeds up the reaction and reaction takes place. Here it means that in the presence of catalyst, the reaction takes place and is fast. So catalyst is required for some chemical reactions to take place. Then coming to effects of chemical changes. When a chemical reaction takes place, we can observe some effects due to a chemical reaction. Those are biological effects, environmental effects, production of heat, light, sound and pressure. Due to some chemical reactions, there are some biological effects takes place in our daily life. Spoilage of fruits and vegetables. In fruits and vegetables, as time passes, in food there is some sort of chemical reactions takes place and makes it spoil. And also in eggs, some sort of chemical reactions takes place and give hydrogen sulfide gas and spoils it. And coming to acidity of fishes. Usually these fishes and meat contain high levels of polyunsaturated fatty acids. When they are exposed to light, they undergo some oxidation reactions which results in bad odor. This process is called acidity. Then coming to apples, usually we observe a change in color after cutting the apple after some time. Yeah, here apple contains some sort of chemical named polyphenol. When we cut, it exposes to air and it reacts with oxygen and form some phenolic compounds which result in brown color. This process is called browning. And many biological effects takes place due to these chemical reactions. Then coming to environmental effects. There are many environmental effects takes place due to these chemical changes. Pollution. One major environmental effect due to chemical change. Due to large number of industries, a huge amount of chemical waste is thrown into the environment. And this chemical waste is produced due to some chemical reactions. This chemical waste pollutes environment a lot. The substance which pollutes the environment is called pollutants. Carbon dioxide and oxides of sulfur are the pollutants which pollute air. Detergents are pollutants which pollute water. Urea and pesticides are the pollutants which pollute land. Then coming to rusting. Rusting is the effect in our surroundings which we observe on gates, iron barrels and many more. Yeah, usually in rainy season, the iron metal comes contact with water and some sort of chemical reaction takes place which result in formation of reddish brown color which we call it as rust. Then coming to tarnishing of metal articles. Yeah, we observe in some daily life some metal surfaces lose their shining property as time passes. This is due to some metal constituents when exposed to air. There is some sort of chemical reactions takes place between the surface metal and air and which result in formation of some sort of layer over it and which causes this losses of shining property. Let us see some more effects of a chemical reaction. Chemical reactions not only affect biological and chemical effects, but also they affects the effect in result in formation of heat, light, pressure and sound. Production of heat. As we saw earlier, some chemical reactions takes place in the presence of heat. There are also some reactions which produce heat when they takes place. Reactions which produce heat is called exothermic reaction. When water is added to quicklime, a large amount of heat is released to produce alkaline. Here the chemical reaction takes place to produce a large amount of heat. Then coming to production of light. Same applies here. Some chemical reactions require light to take place and some chemical reactions result in formation of light. Example, lighting of mastic. Lighting of mastic result in production of light. Here some sort of chemical reaction takes place between the matchstick and the strip and which result in production of light. And also burning of magnesium rubber in flame, it produces light. And also fireworks during festivals which produces light. Some sort of chemical reactions takes place which result in formation of light. Then coming to production of sound. Some chemical reactions produce sound when they takes place. We usually observe in fireworks some chemical reactions takes place to produce sound. And also when zinc and magnesium reacts with dilute acids which result in formation of hydrogen gas with some pop sounds. Here a chemical reaction takes place and also a pop sound is produced. Production of pressure. Some reactions result in production of pressure. Some example, balloon. When we compress balloon, it develops some sort of pressure inside. Here the pressure is developed due to some sort of chemical reaction takes place between the gases present in it. If we apply more pressure, there is excess amount of pressure produced and finally it bursts. This results in production of pressure. This is all about changes around us, chemical change, factors determining chemical changes, and finally effects of chemical changes. Thank you for attending the session. You can check the description below for some extra exercise questions and lecture notes. Thank you and have a good day.